hang on, what was I saying? I was saying I should get into the habit of starting every session just with a bit of practice arena, just 5 minutes of practice arena, just to practice the fighting. Tell me how they work, how the practice fights work. Yes, practice fights. Okay, loosey goosey. Just a few. Oi! Oh, shield! That's such a cool thing about this game, is that like your shields can passively block stuff. Oi! Okay, hang on, we don't use shields. Take my kill! Oh, wrecked. What else do we have here? Next hit and we are down. Oi! Oh yeah, 1-2. So I think I gotta understand a bit better as well as how does the combo hits work, because I've done it a couple times where you hit once and then again, but I think you have to attack from one side and then the other one. Still getting a bit used to it. Okay, hang on. All right. Yeah, that's fine. We were busy rebuilding. We had a hectic fight against some of the other mercenary companies in our rebuilding. So, as I said, we're going to hit every village between here and the Sturgian lands. Get ourselves, oh god, 19 steep bandits. Grab all of these lads, who I can't decide whether I'm going to turn them into straight archers or horse archers. I haven't yet, discovered a love of the horse archers yet. I get in principle why they work, but I haven't had much experience with them yet, so I need to try them. For me, what I like about cavalry is the big, heavy lads crashing into enemy lines and just wrecking their morale. Arena, good. Tournament. I think we've kind of proved our point with hunting the other mercenary groups. And then it's time maybe now that we can start getting involved in the wars. I was just thinking when I was making my dinner that I got to be super careful when making my own kingdom. I did it at the right time. Because there's a danger if I manage to, create a kingdom. I'm team red. And like grab a castle or something. But if we do it too soon, we're going to potentially have to deal with enemies all around us when we're not strong enough to actually fight them off. So I've never actually done it myself or seen anyone even do it. And I kind of like to play the way to keep myself in the dark and just figure it out myself, So I'm thinking I'm going to want 150 soldiers at least to take a castle and then defend it. Go for my horse, you bastard. Get ready, mate. No, he got me! So I want to get up to 150 soldiers, mostly level 5, leveled up. And we're going to have... What's the split going to be of 150? I think a third of that needs to be just frontline Sturgian infantry. So let's get 50 veteran warriors. And then we'll split the remaining between 30 archers and 20 cavalry. So 20 is still enough for a good cavalry charge. And I just don't know if I'm going to split that 20 cavalry between ranged horse archers and heavy horse archers. What a beautiful dance these horses do. Like, I know that archer spam is the thing and it works really well, but I kind of don't want to do that. Right. Did we make it through? We made it through. Team red. Oh god, I hate these spears. I'm not going to do tournaments in this part of the world. This is AIDS. Giant shields. Weapon that doesn't do any damage. This fucking sucks. Okay. Let's let these two idiots fight it out and then I'll finish off the winner. The overhead stab is the only one I've found that I'm actually able to make it hit. And you kind of got to hit in the head for it to do any damage. I want to try to do like a... I'll let go of the attack sooner, so as soon as I know he's going to miss, then I'll attack. That's such a shit way to fight though. Don't go for my horse, you bastard. Off. Ow. 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 Horse. Are we through? We're through. Oh, good hit. So I found that while the AI tries to take out your horse, you can get a couple stabs in. And if you hit them, yeah, you can actually win. While he's trying to kill my horse, I'm killing him. We won. Yeah, I don't like the tournaments here. Britannia is where the good tournaments are. Alright, let's grab some troops. GDFO. Fine steel saber, is that a one-hander? One-handed sword, 73 cut. Swing speed's a little low. Thrust speed, surprisingly, the length is nice. I like that. But we're all shield maideny type lads. Let's stay with the axes. We can melt that down or sell it. You never played Mountain Blade? Wow, dude, you are in for a treat. This game is crazy. Check it out. World map. In beautiful detail. And you create a backstory. You can pledge as a vassal for one of the backgrounds, but we don't do that. Huge battles. I kind of, as a new person, I want to show you the huge battles, but I can't get into one right now because I've just had a huge battle and lost all my soldiers. This lady's a healer. We already have a healer. Just been to the arena. Get, you know, missions from people. We don't want that right now. We're going to rebuild our army. Hire troops that go down through their own upgrade branches. Crusade Archer, hell yeah. God, those steppy bandits will kill us. Let's wait here for a bit till they leave. Yeah. Oh, 59 steep bandits. Holy crap, that's a lot. Get away, and where are we? Dangerous. Oh, this should be a good one. Right, so I'll fight this one in real time. You can auto-resolve battles, but I'm going to attack in real time. And show you what my girl can do.
Infantry! Archer!
Okay, so we have literally one archer.
With me! Foot, arms, shield!
These are troops, orders.
So pace up!
Forward!
Infantry! Forward! Shoot!
Everyone, charge! This is why you use a giant two-handed axe. Nothing kills morale like a giant axe. Ha 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 ha! Ow. Dude, this is a 29 versus 18 battle. You can do like 500 v 500. Stabbed him in the face. Hell yeah. Okay, they run off. I'm not going to bother capturing any people. So these Kazite nomads, what I'm going to do with them? I think I'm going to make them pure archers. Send them down the marksman route. Okay, let's see. So infantry commander, cavalry commander, and then just the archers at the back. Try to get the hell out of here. Bandits here are hectic to deal with. Oof, we just snuck in the village in time. Couch lance. Oh yeah. Well, it does. And I've experienced, I've tried the couch lance, and it absolutely has its advantages. Like, especially when you one-shot things. I just don't like that way of having to fight, where you run in, attack someone, and then you like the hit-and-run tactics. I'm not crazy about that. I like that being in the infantry, in the thick of things. We can auto-resolve this, I reckon. Sarai, need to go archers as well. So, tribesmen. Yep, the couch lance, you can do some bonkers damage. The highest I've seen is like 790. On a really fast horse. God, these step bandits. Good, we're back in Sturgia. These are my lads that I know. Now I'm more comfortable. Oh yeah, 25 looters. Give me that sweet XP. And remember, with this playthrough, I'm only paying the iron price for weapons. So any weapons that I take off my enemies, or that I win in a tournament, or that I smith myself, I can use. I can't just buy a particular weapon that I want. So I probably prefer the big two-handed sword. I love the big swords. But I don't have at the moment. This axe I think is superior. Am I going to get back into smelting weapons? I think so. So I need to find a hardwood village. Cheap rain. A blood axe, just a fighter. I need to recruit, really? Oh. Okay, let's just keep selling weapons until I can get a big stack of hardwood. Sell all of that, sell all of this stuff. What are the workshops doing? Okay, wood brewery, smithy, wood workshop. Yeah, so some portion of the troops that you kill or fight that survive, you can then keep them as prisoner, and there's a chance based on, I think it's one of your statistics, or how, how low ranking they are, that they'll join your army. You want them to, or you go to the local tavern and you can ransom them for money. What's cool, like if I come across a group like this, if they've taken prisoners, like yeah, they've taken peasants prisoner. If I defeat these looters, I should get those prisoners. They'll want to join me then. But I don't want peasants, because peasants have shitty upgrade paths. I'll just donate them to a friendly city, and then that helps me. Well, those Sturgian peasants, don't they go to... I think they go to watchmen. I don't want that. Footman or skirmisher? I think tribesman. Yeah, skirmisher. I think skirmisher. These are the lads that I want. Oh yeah, Sturgian veteran warriors. They throw javelins, big sword, big shield. Hell yes. I could go hide blades or hide crossbows. A few crossbows would actually be probably be welcome. That's it. They've got 120 throwing skill as well. Do they also throw? I think you know what? I'm going to keep these peasants. Make them crossbows. Oh god. So because these villages got taken over, all the reputation that I earned with the village elders has now been wiped out. Look at that, we're back up to 42 troops already. I don't know whether we're going to go to Vlandia to get our heavy cavalry. It's probably worth it. We experimented with the Sturgian cavalry and they were pretty underwhelming. Presumably just because I'm probably not using them correctly. But for me, what I want from cavalry is shock cavalry. Heavy, big horses smashing into the enemy lines, wrecking them. And of course we've got to run past the horse villages. Yes, I know that though. They're noble cavalry. What are they called? The Družinic, they're called. They are amazing, but I don't feel like I can. I can't rely on them. I can't reliably find them. But like the few that I had, they are intense. They are so good. So we can't catch any of these looters because we're too slow. We need to go get more horses. And the tournament. Renowned tournament fighter. Brass scale shoulders. I really want those. Oh, how does that miss? Yeah, got her. Owie. Sword from horseback is no good. I'm better on foot. Oh, there's an axe, my preferred weapon. Ow! You bastard. Probably gonna need the spear as well. My team am on blue. Okay, the yellows need to go. Oh, Jesus! Oh, they got such an advantage. Oh! Down. I don't use the shield. Shields are for nerds. We're up to 86k, look at that. I think I just start buying horses, even if they are super expensive in the cities. Well, 230 for a step horse isn't too bad. How's the food looking? Looking okay. And we're going to liberate the whole of Sturgia. Come, Sturgian Queen. No horses? Really? Okay. How much is hardwood going for? It should be cheap. There's a couple of hardwood villages around here. No hardwood. Hogs are cheap. Take that. Healer. We've got a healer. We're in the market for a smith and or a engineer. The whole economy side of things is, I think, one of the most impressive parts of this game. It really is. Fish, flax. Being up there in numbers. Oh, nice, a tournament. Do it! Oh, that's exactly the armor that I want. know what? This horse. Ow! 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 Off! Oof. Get wrecked. Sorry, Aussie. Yeah, get fucked. Well done. 1v1. Here we go. Axe fights. Hard. Oh, fake. One more hit. Yeah! Down you go. The whole faking thing I want to get better at. Hold back and then block. No, not a spear. We don't use spear. I think the spear is so bad, I would rather just, like this, just fucking beat the shit out of someone with my hands. If you're not on horseback, the spears are fucking hopeless. Like some of the bigger pikes that do like 40 PS damage can be fine, but their attack speed is so slow. Shout all you want. Shout the Wanderer. That's one of my followers. I'm beating the shit out of her. Ow. We can't get Tony versus Khabib, but at least you got this. There we go. In a rhythm now. And as annoying as this is, I honestly think that this is a quicker way of doing it than trying to land a hit with a spear, because spear is so fucking slow. Ow. Off. I should be able to kick someone into these spikes, you know? There we go. Cool. Oh no! That's okay, fine. Let me prove my point with the spears. I think the way you gotta fight is by like having a shot loaded up, and then you have to make sure your opponent is gonna miss, and then release the spear stab. Gives me fucking motion sickness with how much you have to move the screen. And if you're not doing headshots, you're not doing damage. Ow. Going for the legs with the bottom stab. Off. Blocking is super easy because it's only one of two attacks, low or high. But you can't. Oh, I hate spears. Ugh, whatever. I don't even care. Lum the red. Nope. No horses? No horses. Right, where are we? Belgard. Head over to there. There's more horse places. Yeah, that little Achilles move would have been amazing. That reminds me, I actually watched Troy a little while ago. I forgot how much I loved that movie. It was so cool. I mean, it's obviously it's terribly dated now. Good movie. really wish they would add little icons above the villages so you can see what it is that they sell. So I can see, like, I want to be able to look at the screen at a glance. I'll have to hover over each village to figure out. Okay, there's the hardwood village. I need the hardwood, but it's horses. As always, I need horses. Cotton. Flax. I'm gonna pay that much. Fine, we've got 86k. Doing okay for money. Bandits. Bandits everywhere. I have a funny feeling that sort of thing will be added. Imperials. Get out of here. Disgusting Imperials. Don't want that shit. What I want is... I'll buy your hardwood. 38! No. Fuck off. I'm not paying 38 gold for hardwood. I worry that we're going to have to go hang around the desert area to find a place that will actually give us the follower that gives me engineering. It's the only place I've ever seen the engineering followers. 165. Oh god, that's such an overprice. I'm so desperate for horses. The hogs we can sell though, that's a nice tidy profit. I don't think it'll be that hard either to add the little icons. If you think of how it looks in Civ 5, like a little icon over each village. Silver ore, hardwood. Do we have level ups? No. Let's organize the troops. I wish you wouldn't default to strongest troops at the bottom. That's counterintuitive to how I would imagine it would work. I want your best at the top. Well, you know, we always used to think that your best troops, when you go into missions like fighting against hideouts, it always used to take your best troops from the top, but maybe it's the opposite way now. Maybe the reason it's auto defaulting to the bottom is because it's more likely to pull from the bottom. Maybe. Britannians. That's more like it. 17 gold. Only 5 forest bandits in there. Okay. Here's the horse villagers at least. Oh god, we've lost one of the castles up here in Britannia. Lads. We have a lot of looters we need to chase down. Get all these boys leveled up. Though I might run around this part of the world. Oh, we're starving. Whoops. Yeah. I know. I literally just fixed it and you're moaning about it. Sturgians. 478, that's probably more grain than we need. We're fine. God, these prices, that's double what I want to pay for these horses. Well, we're already at 0.58, I suppose. Okay, I'm going to head here into these lands because I think we might be able to find more horses. What do you mean by have land yet? Have a castle? No, not yet. So if our party size is 99. We could potentially win, you know, a battle against a castle with this, but I don't think we would be able to hold it if we get attacked. So I want us to get up to like 125 at least before we try to declare independence, basically. See, I hate this. I have to use the bow here. As soon as I run in with my sword, and they all just swarm you. What am I doing? I don't use ranged weapons. I am Freydis. Eriksdottir. Proud Viking Queen. And that's what happens. When you don't just stand and shoot your bow and everyone's using bows. Okay, let's keep hitting the tavern district and all the trading places. See if we can't get more horses. Also, I want to be like 250k saved up before I try to clear independence. I think we're going to need all that money for projects, for hiring. How many prisoners are we carrying? Fuck the prisoners. Like, there's no getting around it. We just need to be in a rebuilding phase. I look forward to seeing what these watchmen are going to get into. I think I'm going to build them into hired crossbows, just for that extra bit of crossbow usefulness. Woodsman, yeah, that is a number 2 technically. Yeah. Sturgia's gone. Yep, look at that. So just like in my Vlandia campaign, when I declared for Vlandia, they got wiped out. Then I declared, well, didn't declare, but I, you know. I kind of thought of myself as a Sturgian in this playthrough, and then Sturgia gets wrecked. Oh, I'm a curse. Curse to my lads. Did I just come here to Calradia? I don't know. Okay. Well, now I think we're going to sell weapons. Well, I do need to melt down all this wood, refine all this wood. You're actually right. Well, I mean, we had all that great crafting materials. We even had fine steel. But it all got lost when we lost that big battle. Remember, we won that first big battle. Our 90 lads beat, I think, 126. But then, all of the reinforcements were right there. Phaedon, don't want him. Arena, no. Trade. I can't pay that much for a horse. That's crazy. Have I got space for another lad? I do. I just want to find an engineer. These forest bandits could be some good XP, but we'll lose too many lads, which I don't want to have happen. Nothing in the tavern. At least this is the part of the world that gives you the very best tournaments. I love these tournaments. Ow, ow. Except when I get given fucking bow and arrow. Someone come fight me, damn it. Just one of you. One at a time, boys! Oh, Jesus. You're so incentivized to just stand there and shoot your bows. As soon as one person runs forward, they just get wrecked. And I'm playing a character who will throw throwing weapons but won't use a bow. Company of Trouble. Nope. I don't even feel like I need to do missions anymore. I just want to get a bunch of lads. Get them experienced. Let's keep getting Sturgians. I want to keep getting more Sturgian lads in here. And of course, we'll hit these 3 horse villages every week or 2. So who is Britannia at war with? Okay, the Empire. Perfect. We hate the Empire. I think we proved our point by hunting down a few of the other mercenary companies. It's time to actually start helping the people who have hired us in their war effort. It is going pretty well, yeah. We haven't used our money at all efficiently. Because I've got a bunch of workshops, and the workshops really aren't making that much money. So let's see. So the wood workshop in Sibir is that brewery at Belgard. We got to change that. The smithy at Varnavopol is making great money for us. The thing is, though, Belgard, we lost. I think if I try to retool it, I'm going to lose it. Where's Belgard? No, it's not aggro. I should be able to redo it. Let's take a look what's there. We'll actually go there and see what's cheap at the market. I think that's a fairly good yardstick. Batanian highborn youth. These become incredible archers. We'll take that lad. Less than 1,000 for a war mount. Ugh, I'm gonna have to pay that. I'm gonna need those. $381 for a trotter. That I can't pay. And dude, this game is amazing. And I assume you didn't play the previous Mountain Blade. I like to think of it as like a third-person Battle Brothers. And it's still early on. It's full of bugs and missing a bunch of features, but already it's amazing. I think it's already amazing. Sturgian warrior, Sarai, tribesman, watchman. I'm gonna need to at some point take a look at the balance of my troops. I don't have enough cavalry yet. Like a Sturgian hunter with his little leather cap. Little mushroom cap. Crusade marksman. Hell yeah, look at that. Right, I just got turned around. Oh, there we are. Wait, have I got that leadership point yet? I don't. Raise the meek. I don't think that skill even works. I've never seen it passively grant a level up to any troops. 111, I can pay that. All your grain, all your cheese. No, it's no Hexen and Goblins. All human troops. A fantasy Mountain Blade could be super interesting though. Mercenary Guard. Nomad. Right, our little party is doing its thing now. Hang on, I said I wanted to change Belgard's brewery. Where's Belgard? Flax being made there. Flax and flax. Cows and fish. So, with the flax being there, you'd think a linen weavery would do well, but the linen weaveries never make money. I know there was a Game of Thrones mod for Warband. I don't know about Lord of the Rings. Okay, we're getting there. It's a Drzhinik already. Still, I've only got 2 cavalry. Archers, 2, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19. So probably one more. What, the little dudes that I'm running at, the looters, they'll ask if they can join you. They're like, hey, let's not fight, let's join you. And you can either bring them on, or do what I do and just friggin' slaughter them. There's a lot of fish. Okay, so we're sorted for food for the moment. What are all these forest bandits doing in the Viking lands? They shouldn't be here. Frostbeard is a decent scout, but we already have a scout. Look at that. Almost up to our 99 troops again. Okay, ooh, 18 Sea Raiders. I want to fight that. If we just make sure that all the recruits are on group number 2. So anyone without a shield needs to be on group 2 and they have a chance of surviving. Oh yeah, Sea Raiders. Yeah, I know you can, Big Lamb, yeah. That takes me out of the game a little bit, which I don't really want to do that. Surrender or die. This is going to be a hell of a fight. We're going to lose a lot of guys here. 32 Sea Raiders is a hell of a fight. I have an awful lot of peasants.
Footmen!
I don't have the cavalry I would want either.
Forward! Footmen!
Archers.
Soldiers! Onward! Infantry!
Infantry.
Move! Infant! Wall! Now! Footmen! Footmen!
Archers.
Stop!
Hold your
shooting!
fire. Wait till they get to within 100.
Soldiers!
No. Don't hold Alt and then press F4 because then you close the game, you absolute tit. I wanted to use Alt so I can see where the troops are, and then F4 to give the fire at will order. Lol. Classic. The old Alt F4. I don't know, I'll see when it auto saves. I know there is an auto save. 2006, it's 2007. I think it would have saved right before we went into that battle. Or it would have auto saved after the last battle, which would have been one of the times we killed some of the looters. So yeah, fighting these Sea Raiders is going to get a lot of recruits killed. Okay, good. Good. But it's so worth it. You can get such unbelievable loot from them.
Infantry! Get moving!
I really hope they haven't changed that. How does this battlefield look? Quite flat.
Archers!
Let's try something a bit different. Let's put the archers in a line here.
Footmen!
And the infantry like that. So that when the infantry run in,
Forward!
they don't obscure the archers. I was holding Alt to see what range the enemy is at like that. And then I was giving my archers the hold fire command with F4. So I pressed F4 while holding Alt.
Infantry! Move! Soldier forward! Arrow!
2, hold 4. Let's do a coordinated shot.
Footmen! Shield! Infantry! Infantry!
But hang on. Cavalry, charge. I'm gonna charge with the infantry. Oh, these javelins hitting our infantry is gonna really hurt us. Ow! Oh, look at all the red. A lot of lads dying. Yeah, you better run. Get back here! Am I faster? Don't think so.
Attack! Have no mercy!
So I need a horse. Oh yeah, there we go. I really should hang on to a stack of javelins. We didn't lose too many. That wasn't too bad. Yeah! Ha ha ha! Yeah! And then we give the Desert Rider salute. 5 casualties, not too bad. That's the beauty of this two-handed axe. Every swing, as long as you connect, especially on the head, it's what makes that overhand strike so powerful. Every overhead strike to a head, you're just executing. Unless you're hitting like a tier 4 or tier 5 with real armor, you're just executing dudes. How many is in there? We can clear that out. I wonder what is being held captive. Sturgia, peasants, brigand, recruit. I'm gonna go clear that out. Actually, you're right. I should be carrying some throwing axes. I mean, I had 3 stacks of throwing axes, but I got rid of them because I'm trying to keep the weight super low. I think mobility is so important. But I'll, instead of, because the throwing axes just don't do enough damage. What I want instead is a stack of harpoons. I mean, like, harpoons weigh almost 6 kilograms. Whereas the axes are only, what, 2?
Archers! Forward! Footmen! Get moving! Infantry! Forward!
Hopefully by doing what I'm doing here, I can make sure... Wait, why are those crossbowmen in the infantry? That ain't right.
So on infantry! Onward!
This is a new technique I'm using to hopefully keep an open line of sight for my archers. It seems to be working quite well. Yeah! Die! You kill stealing archer scum! Yeet! Need more cavalry for chasing down these nerds.
Cut them down!
Stop celebrating, go chase them. Also, I want some of these Sea Raiders to join us. I really like the Sea Raiders. The Sea Raider Chief. A hell of a good infantry unit. Asserai Skirmisher, you should go there. I presume it. I'm getting the feeling that the drop chance for the serious Horberg has been removed from the Sea Raiders. Which is probably right, because that Horberg gives what, 32 body, 10 leg, and 10 armor, and it costs 28,000 if you buy it in a market. So I suppose that makes sense that they had to take it out just for balance issues. It's just too strong. Look at this, we can't catch anyone. Let's go buy some more horses. It might have been. It's only happened to me once. I would just imagine it has a tiny drop chance, like in the less than 1% range. What I really haven't found a use for is these Ulfhednars. I mean, I know they have their place, but it's just keeping them alive. It's just such a bummer. I think I might level up 3 or 4 and then just use them as a personal guard. A regular Sea Raider? Yeah, fine. Looters, bandits everywhere. Speed is still quite slow though. We're almost in fighting shape. Hell, we could even join a battle now and do well, but I just want to level up all of these recruits. I feel like the team that has the less recruits in it usually wins by like a lot. Oh, arse kicking around now, mercenaries. Well, I think we're kind of done just killing the mercenaries. We got into a huge battle, and the fact that we saw that all of the mercenaries, and I mean all of them, have been hired by just one of the Empire, that's annoyed me a bit. And it kind of makes me realize that trying to wipe out one of the mercenary bands is going to be kind of pointless, because all the mercenary bands are in, groups the size of like 25 to 30. And they're all just hanging around one Empire city. We did, after a battle, take like 4 prisoners and execute all 4 of them. So I think we've made our point. We are a serious group not to be messed with. Also, how long until we can get another workshop? Because the amount of workshops is clan tier +1, so we can get 4 workshops, which we already have. I don't think I want to recruit these Pt18s. I'm not crazy about the Pt18s. They're super strong, they're super dangerous, but $1,000 for a warhorse, fine. Okay, so how many archers in total do we have? We have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, only 10. Oh no, 8, 13, 14, 17, 20. So that's actually not enough. Cavalry needs to get more. I think I should get some Vlandian recruits and send them up the cavalry route. Infantry, we're looking good. That's 9. That's nice, 18. That's going to be cavalry. I think this is going to be 18, so 19, 20, 24. Better keep them coming. Oh, cheap. Gimme. What if we're not, if we maybe aren't battle ready already? We probably are. I've got a decent core of troops. I'm just considering putting all of the recruits into a separate command group. And either leaving them entirely out of the battle, or very carefully making them engage. Mercenary swordsman, mercenary crossbowman. There's a crossbow, there it is. So speed varies, so the calculation of your speed is a couple things. So I'm just going to assign these warriors. Let's assign all of these level 1 nerds to group number 5. So terrain is you're slower at night, you're slower in hills and forests. We'll go over the speed here. So you have your base speed, which I'm not sure exactly what affects that. The fact that we have cavalry is adding speed. Footmen on horses is the biggest way to improve your speed. I think a good rule of thumb is you should always have at least one spare horse in your inventory for every one of your soldiers. Then your cargo slows you down. Some of your party members are wounded, slows you down. And the fact you're carrying prisoners slows you down. What prisoners do we have? Oh yeah, the Sea Raiders. But I quite like the Sea Raiders. They fight like hell. Dude, I had no idea that's how speed worked for the longest time. And I was just running after looters, unable to catch them. God, it drove me nuts. The black. So she is roguery and athletics. I don't want to ransom those prisoners. I actually want them to join us. Good, we've got loads of war horses ready to go. Nice. The rest of our cavalry, we've got 13 ready to go for cavalry. So yeah, exactly what qualifies as a herd, I'm still getting to grips with. Like if you have a whole, I think it's more than a dozen sheep or something like that. Charcoal, we got plenty of charcoal. Let's hang on to our fine steel. Because we're going to sell that. Sell the scarves, sell all that shit. A wooden blade? What? How the fuck would you make a wooden sword? I want to make the most badass two-handed sword that I can. Slowly broadsword blade. Is that fine steel? Oh, that's very difficult. Okay, we need some wrought iron. Should be easy enough. Oh, does it actually make it less lethal? That's interesting. I suppose that makes a lot of sense that it would do that. One-handed grip, unfortunately, one-handed. Everybody exhausted. Looks like we're resting here for a bit. Everything? That's everything? Alright. Because Jathia the Wanderer now has, or should have, skill point in smithing. Now Freydis at 25 took efficient charcoal maker. So on this other chick, Freduna, not Freduna, where's smithing 25? We'll take efficient iron maker. Character can produce crude iron more efficiently by obtaining 3 units of crude iron ore from 1 unit of iron ore. Sweet. It depends on the type of supply you're talking about. Most of the stuff you just buy from markets or you loot after battles. And like each village has a primary production. Like see that one's primary production is grapes. It's a food type. And it affects the fact that there's grapes here makes wine production here more profitable. Hardwood, we need to go buy more hardwood actually. Everyone has stamina for doing stuff in the smithy. 24 is still quite expensive, man. I thought I'm spending like crazy, but my money still just keeps going up. Still in man, the Belgrade brewery. I think I'm going to turn it into a tannery. Because Belgrade, there's 2 flax. You know what? We said we were going to go there to look at the prices, and I think I should do that. Okay, make me a nice 2-handed sword. So that and well, maybe the fine steel isn't worth it because it hand armor +2. That's pretty good. That's also fine. I think I should keep the difficulty as low as possible. Crude iron. I don't want a crude iron one though. Just regular iron. Swing cut damage is kind of low. Swing speed is nice though. It's compared to our axe. I think our axe is still going to be far and away superior. Swing speed 101. Swing speed 87. 114 cut. 99 cut. Length of 95. Length of 116. Let's give it a try for a bit. Compare it. Sweet. 86 charcoal. Pretty good. Oh, she's good at making crude iron. There we go. She makes 3 iron ore. 3 crude iron. Everyone else makes only 2 crude iron. Oh yeah, I almost smelted that axe. Hell, that was a tournament prize. This is cool. You give your troops time to heal up while we're doing our smithing work. Pop out, smash a few looters, pop back in. Martin, did you get your first win, dude? I hope so. And who did you, if you won, who did you beat? Did you manage to beat the undead? Oh god, you beat Holy. So the only game he's won is against me. What's the first game of the campaign? Well, I suppose if you're gonna beat the vamps, it's 1000 TV. Especially with the start that I chose with only 2 vamps. I said before, I'll say it again, the risk I took did not pay off. Yeah, his dice has been diabolical most of this campaign. Number of troops. Nice. Killed your level 3 blitzer, but the thing is, like, are you even going to keep the blitzers in your team? Don't they just feel quite bloaty? Like, really bloaty? .64 smithing. The smithing is getting up there. I'm just thinking about the fact that I have to play the ogres in the final round when they're going to be at giant TV. Just got to keep my vampires away from his ogres. Yeah, good luck against those ogres. Okay, how do the lads look? How does our army look? Let's take a quick stock of infantry. It's hard to know about the balance. So archers. So assuming we have 100 troops, I think we said we wanted 20 of that to be cavalry, and then 40 and 40 archers and infantry. So I have 40 archers. That's 4, that's 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 22. We need a lot more archers. Cavalry, we only have 4. We need 20. A lot more recruits to buy. I think I should go run through Sturgia again. Hiring everything I can. We'll get our numbers up to 99 and then go help the Battanians in their war. It's going to make us rich. The only thing I'm hanging my hat on against those ogres is that a couple of my vampires have dodge, and he's going to have to roll doubles to get tackle. If he rolls doubles on any of those big boys, I'm pretty sure they'll have block. So at least for my blodge vamp, he'll need a power to knock it down. But knowing logics, he'll roll nothing but powers. I was supposed to be playing against Virtual Viking now, but I don't know what's happened. Where is he? No matter, we've got the whole week still. Let's sell these looters. More good in the black. Oh, the thing is, the fact that those ogres have guard, I mean, it just makes difficult blocks fully impossible now. But I mean, I won't be punching those ogres a lot. The thing is that when he makes a cage with those guard ogres, heaven help you trying to get in there. My best bet would be to hypnotize 2 pieces and then just throw some red dice and hope for the best. I think I'm probably going to need to take strip ball on one of my vamps. But I'm only going to get one chance though, because the ones that hypnotize will end the turn in contact with the ogres and get punched. I'm just hoping I'm going to have enough for inducements to be able to get a Master Chef. Because I know there's arguments about how Master Chef isn't that great, but I think against his team specifically, and for me as vamps, the Master Chefs would be priceless. Because obviously I need the extra rerolls, and if I can, like, I think he's got what, 4 rerolls? So if he starts every half with like 2, oof, man. Okay, wait a second, the troops are all messed up. Sturgian Horse Rider, you should be with the cavalry. Okay, now you lads all number 2 still. Good. With my low level boys, you should all be group number 5. So what we're going to try in the next battle is we're literally going to place the recruits, group number 5, as a line behind the front line infantry with the shields. I hope that that mitigates some of the slaughter of the recruits that we typically have to put up with. Wait, didn't I say I was going to go to Sturgia, get more lads? 70, 83, we don't need that many more. At some point I'm going to join one of these armies. At some point very soon. So we need 100 troops. Independent, own a settlement. Well, getting a settlement is going to be the hard thing. What I'm hoping for is that grab one of these cities maybe. Hang on, how come the battalions aren't aggro against that Empire faction? Because it's Revel, we want Revel. And if I can pay those crazy prices for those horses, then it's not too much of a problem. Okay, good. I think we're okay for horses. Just a quick horse count. So I'm not counting mules. 67, 73, 79, 84, not including the war horses. So that's actually about right. So 80. I only need horses for the infantry. We can have 80 infantry. But once we hit renown level higher, which we're nowhere near doing. Wait, have I got stat points? Yeah, minded. I do. I think I'm going to keep pumping focus level into my smithing. As a food. God, I need to get in the habit of buying more food. Lads are eating like machines. Are we going to stop here and do some smelting? I think we should. You know what? I'm going to keep that axe there. It doesn't weigh all that much. It weighs almost nothing, and that's the safest place for it to be so it doesn't get smelted. Oh, small little thing. Game's broken, unplayable. Why aren't the weapons crisscrossed on the back like a badass? 0 out of 10. Literally unplayable. Fish. Give me all your butter and your beer and your grapes and cheese and olives and dates and wine. You can take the hardwood for that price. So up to 90 troops. I think we've recovered pretty quickly. I've been recording for 1 hour and 15, so okay. We started this session with like 10 troops. We're back up to 90 again. So these prisoners, I need to get rid of my prisoners. Oh, the Sea Raiders. I do love a Sea Raider. Alright, so the temptation is to clear out these hideouts. Only 5 mountain bandits in there. Things I also want to get reputation with these villages. How many's in there? A lot. Why do you want me to train troops? You've got bandit bases up your ass and you want me to train troops? Yeah, fools. Are we gonna start hitting caravans? I think so. Good one. These are Imperials. Won't take that. Fuck the bandit base. Alright, we're up to 99 troops. Okay, Britannia, let's go fight some Imperials. Let's get stuck in. We are carrying a lot of recruits though, so we've got to be super careful and not overestimate. Oh nice, Sea Raider warrior. So every time we throw in a Sea Raider warrior, we can eliminate one of the peasants. Why isn't he joining? Oh, there we go. And a regular Sea Raider as well. Isn't. Excellent. Oh, big fight. Who's fighting? Is that a three-way? That looks like Vlandia versus... Okay. And there's the Wolfskins. Who they can be glad we're not aggro, because we shared the Wolfskins. Wolfskins. They are short a lad. Okay, that doesn't look right, obviously. Ragid, we killed. Again, he's still alive. Cole is still around, and Nell is still around. We slightly chopped off his head, but this I don't understand. So the Wolfskins are at war against the Britannians, but the Wolfskins aren't aggro to me. They should be, because I'm employed by Britannia. Let's look at this caravan. Cavalry in range. It's an awful lot of cavalry. It's super fast. I'm going to try to cut him off. Chasing caravans is too frustrating. I think we need to be almost entirely cavalry if we want a chance of catching them. Technically, I could loot one of the villages of our enemies, but unless it's a like silver ore producing village, I don't think I'm going to bother. I want to see if any of my companions whine about the looting. I have to get rid of them then. It's 102, so I'm going to get rid of 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. It would be nice just to know where all of my allies are at any given time. Arena, there's nothing. Keep, there's nothing. Tavern. Where are all of these lads? Ooh, Midlands Palfrey. If I loot there, I could get some horses. Do it. I didn't even check what the defenders were like. I just assumed it was some militia. Whoops.
Troops!
Who do I have over there?
Archer! Forward! Move! Get moving! So forward!
Well, whoever that is, they're in big trouble.
Infantry! Onward! Arrows! Move! Infantry! Get moving! Forward! Bowmen! Footmen! Onward! Infantry! Infantry! Hold! Footmen! Close in!
Close in, boys.
Archers!
2, follow
Soldier!
me.
Infantry!
Cavalry, charge. Bloody arrows. They're close. Oh, that's them. Never mind. What do we lose? Just a couple of recruits. Decreased by 6 with the lackeys. Okay, that's fine. Now we're gonna loot just in regular speed. Because we have to expect to have to get the hell out of here really quickly. There's no auto pause on seeing enemy button. We should have slowly be raiding. It's gonna take days to raid this village. Isvan of the Lake Rats. Ooh, what's he got? Mostly recruits. Okay, fuck the raiding. Press prey. Yes. Let's take him on the open ground if at all possible. Yeah. Peasants and recruits mostly. That will make a much better prize if we can catch him and get out of here. Whoa! That's we need to just run. I think we need to just get out of here before we get caught. Look at how quickly that army is moving with the 107 troops. Here come the allies. I want to, if I can cut off this lad, Jameer of the Beni Zol, recruits, nomads, that'll make a good fight. No one came to help him. Like it's even, super even. 60 horse archers? Oh, puke. Ugh. I think we're gonna get wiped again. Dealing with those horse archers, this is going to be a nightmare. But we don't flee. Okay, so first things first. Archers go form part of the infantry.
Infantry!
Let my weak lads form part of infantry.
Foot move! Footmen!
Infantry formation circle.
Infantry!
Cavalry
Forward!
off to one side. Let's see if we can't use... Oh, Jesus, listen to that. Put ourselves on the low ground so we can hide from their archers. If we can form a circle with some spears, we might have a chance. I think I want my axe for fighting the cavalry. Quickly, boys, here they come. Form a ring. That's them there already. We're gonna get wiped. Fuck, it's horse archers. Do we just charge at them? What do you do? Everyone's becoming pincushions. This is hell. There's nothing we can do if we try to chase them. Fuck! bloody horse archers. Motherfuckers. Archers!
Infantry!
Oh, fuck it. Everyone!
Take command!
Just start chopping! It's purple, kill it! Ow! Ah, the arrows! Need some shields to hide behind. My lads are fleeing, it looks like. Or they're charging off the enemies. The horse archers are a nightmare to deal with.
Footmen! Onward!
Regroup, damn it! Down we go. I mustn't fight against horse archers. It's just... I suppose the only solution is to have more of your own horse archers, otherwise you really can't win. Our archers are doing okay. I need more archers. Persian King, hi mate. God damn it, I got captured again. Ugh. It's the last hour and a half of progress gone. We almost won too, just needed more archers. I fucking hate horse archers, they're the worst. No. No thanks. I'm not using mods. $6,000? Yeah, fine. Oh god. Gonna get captured again. Should be deep behind enemy lines. Leave me alone! Oh, fuck off. Oh god, we gotta start again. At least money isn't an option. I think I'm just gonna stick with the two-handed axe. The sword wasn't long enough. I like the length of the axe. Right, so where are we? We're in the middle of Imperial lands. Just get a fuckload of archers. Which one's the crossbowmen or regular archers? I think Pt18, Sturgian, and Vlandian. Off. How am I so slow because I'm wounded? I suppose I should have actually just camped and healed up. Heal up in Legetta. Oh god, now we gotta pay the next. You know what? Fuck you. You two mountain bandits. I'm gonna take you down. Oh, but it's horse riding. Watch me 1v1 these dudes. Just don't hit me with a javelin. Off! I'm gonna pick up the javelin and literally throw it back. It didn't work. It's not going well, is it? It's not going well. Mountain bandits. God. We're free! So we know now, let's wait here until we heal up at least so that we aren't slowed down by being injured. Low morale, herd, cargo with incapacity. So, can I sell? Let's get rid of all of our... Is this weighing me down? Actually, this iron and steel and stuff doesn't actually weigh that much. Surprisingly. That we can sell. Now I'm seeing very much why the game's, you know, meta, if you will. It lends itself towards archer spam. It's the horse archers. I mean, you have to have, you know, spams of foot archers if you want to deal with the horse archers. I didn't want to go archer spam, but it seems like you kind of need to. Demo the red. Nope. Clearly got to rethink the tactics, and I mean, as much as I love the Sturgians, it's pretty obvious that they're really only good for their infantry. Their archers aren't that great. What would have been good there against those horse archers? So if I just had a huge amount of archers, it would have gone better for me. Being wrecked, mate. Owie. Roadhouse. The follow. I'm actually going to need to pick up a spear here if I want to deal with these ranged horse nerds. Oh yeah, dude, this game has an insane amount of potential. Oh wait, that's one of my teammates. Like, if there's a florist mod for this, oh my word, it's gonna be amazing. Nice. Ow. Aha! Now I'll block that, come on. That was a block. Ugh. Oh, piss. Oh, look at the Pt18 troop tree. What do I want from the Pt18s? Because, like, troops. I mean, obviously, the Pt18 royal line is amazing. These highborn youths, they make, you know, some of the best archers in the game. I should get as many of those as I can. But the Pt18 regulars. Trained spearmen? Do I need spearmen? I don't really think so. I don't know what their cavalry is like. 130 polearm, 130 one-handed. These wildlings look interesting, but they seem to do pretty much the same thing that the Sturgians do. They're very similar to the Sturgians. Like the veteran Foxman, quite dangerous as well with their two-handed sword, but then again I'd rather have an Ulf head now. And these are pretty much the same thing as the Sturgians. Like these three troops here are pretty much identical to the Sturgians. It's these Battanian horsemen that I'm interested in, but they don't seem to have great armor. And the trained spearmen. Like, there's nothing really that I want from the Battanians other than those elite archers. How long are we going? Hour and a half? You know, I'm going to cut the stream short tonight, actually. I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to rezone myself. We're not going to quit this campaign. We're going to start again. I mean, we're going to keep going and we're going to rebuild. I want like the best from the regular troop trees. We will pick up the royal lines wherever we can, but I mean, you can't really build an entire army around the royal lines because it's so hard to find them. Remember, the only rule we're setting for ourselves is we can't use Imperials. The Sturgians are right here. Let's go get a shitload of Sturgians for their veteran warriors, which we love. And then we'll go get a bunch of Vlandian heavy cav. The Vlandians don't have horse archers, do they? Troops. Where's Vlandia? No, they've only got the heavy vanguard. But their sharpshooters are excellent. Maybe we should just spam the sharpshooters. I know they don't fire as quickly as the bow and arrows do. But I love the crossbows for the armor pierce. Although probably bow and arrow is probably superior to taking out enemy horse archers. So our cavalry will be a mix of Vlandian vanguards. And I think we'll go and get maybe just Crusade horse archers. Yeah, I think these lads are what we need. If we just get loads and loads and loads of Crusade, we'll get our infantry, our archers and our horse archers all from the Crusade. The Asurai, do they have anything that is superior? These look pretty much identical to the Khuzait. Mamluk bow. So here's a question: are the Asurai horse archers better than the Khuzait horse archers? The Palace Guards actually seem better than the Ulf Headnars because they've got the big two-handed axe, but they've actually got armor. Whereas the Ulfs run around naked. Well, see, I think I might do a run through the Sturgian lands, just getting my infantry, and then we're going to spend some time in this part of the world filling out. So we got 100 troops to get. I think let's get 40. Let's get 40 Sturgian infantry, and then we'll make up the rest with a mix of regular archers and horse archers from these lads. Right, we'll figure it out. When I come back, time to rebuild the army again. There was nothing wrong with the army we had, but just I shouldn't have taken that fight. I should have paid closer attention to what he's got in his army and then decided before then. So, a hard lesson, but a lesson nonetheless. Thanks for watching, friends, and catch me maybe tomorrow night. I mean, pretty much every night we're going to be playing Warband. Woo. Twice the ammo capacity of the Asurai. That's a good point, actually. The Khuzait have two what are they called again? The arrow holding thingies. Anyway, thanks guys. See you next time.